Hey everybody, it's Dunbar Snack Bar here with the commentary. Actually, not this time. This time, I've got some announcements, meaning I've got more than one, plural. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the first one here, which is something that's going to be unexpected for a lot of you. Now, I've got a lot of things that I'm going to be doing to the channel that's going to make things look a lot cooler, make it more professional, and things like that. So I want to share it with as many people as I can. So, what I'm going to do is for the person who refers the most of their friends to subscribe to my channel and stay subscribed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you either 1,600 Microsoft points or a $20 PlayStation Network store card, whatever you want to call it. So, the way that we make sure that you get the points, or I guess the credit for referring somebody, is when one of your friends does subscribe to the channel, have them go ahead and send me a message right away with your YouTube username. Now, here's the disclaimer. I am going to check to make sure that these people are legit. So if I see that one person has, got a whole bunch of people that have subscribed and has referred them, but all of these channels have only been active for a day, not cool. You're going to be out of the running. Now I'm going to tally it up, and the person who has the most, I'm going to send a message to so I can send this out to you. Now, if there's a tie, I'm going to go to random.org. I'm going to put in all the names, and I'm going to select someone from random, and I will prove that I select someone from random. So this will be kind of cool. Like I said, I want to do this because I want to share some stuff with some more people. So some little hints is if you put some of my videos up on Facebook, like as a status or just as a link, or if you embed anything that I do in a web page or a blog, whatever you guys do, or tweet it out, I don't care. Do whatever you need to do to get the Microsoft points, because it can be yours. You don't have to do anything at all except refer your friends. So there's announcement number one out of the way. Announcement number two, this is actually the big one, and for those of you who've been following me for some time knew that this was coming up. It's about time that I announce what team I'm going to be for MLB 2K11. Now, MLB 2K11 is going to be sweet, I think. I think the demo was just a taste, and there's going to be some awesome things down the road. So I'm really excited about this, and I always get a baseball game every year just for franchise mode. Now, before I say what team it is, I'm going to hold you in suspense a little bit, but I also wanted to go over something real quick. I just want you guys to remember that this is just a game. So if I don't select your team, please don't think that I'm trying to make any kind of statement or this is anything against any team. This is a game, and what goes on my TV is not something that we should take too seriously. To be honest, every single team at one point was being considered for franchise mode. There are teams which I do like more than others. There's teams that I despise, but it doesn't matter in this video game. I'm the kind of person who holds the game of baseball far above any particular team. So, that being said, nothing against you, nothing against your team if I don't pick the one that you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a final four. What I like about the teams and what's make me really wanting to consider them. So the first team that we're going to go with actually is the Atlanta Braves. Now, the Atlanta Braves was a team that I followed when I was young. I never ever got to see them win a World Series because 1995, I was too young to understand what the World Series was, and frankly didn't really care when I was that young. But as I grew up, I got to see people like Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, even this guy, I'm going to mention him, John Rocker. This guy was crazy. And of course, Chipper Jones. The Atlanta Braves was my first favorite team, and actually my favorite baseball card is an 88 Maddux. So these guys were really awesome. So for me to fulfill a childhood dream of being able to see the Atlanta Braves win the World Series is something that I think would be awesome, and is what has made me want to select the Atlanta Braves as one of the final four teams. Now, the second team that I want to go with is the Chicago Cubs. Now, the Chicago Cubs have not won a World Series since 1908 and have not had a World Series appearance since 1945 because of the Billy Goat Curse. Now, if you don't know what the Billy Goat Curse is, look it up on Wikipedia, because as much as I'd love to give you an education, I'm not here to bore you. So I think that curse could be broken with Dunbar Snack Bar as the manager. Now, the next team that I'm going to be considering is the St. Louis Cardinals. And with the St. Louis Cardinals, I'm kind of wanting to be them for selfish reasons. This is my first time doing a full season of MLB anything, and the first time, really, I've done a serious commentary on a season 2. So, I want to look good. The St. Louis Cardinals are traditionally a very good team, and I think it would be an easy ride to the playoffs and also to a World Series victory. So for me to look good and to get a lot of wins, I'm definitely considering the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, the last team that I'm considering is one that I would not have expected to make it to the Final Four. But the reason why it's here is because of you guys. You did a lot of awesome commenting and really brought up some good points about what teams I should be for franchise mode. So this is one of the teams that, because of you, I definitely considered. Now, the New York Mets has an awesome tradition of baseball. You know, whenever you talk about New York, it kind of goes without saying that that's a big baseball community with the Yankees and the Mets. So that's awesome. And the Mets are a team in transition, and they've been there for some time. If you're a Mets fan, you probably know that this team's been building way too long. So it's about time that somebody takes the bull by the horns and turns the Mets into something awesome and rekindles their tradition. That means that I would have to go into the free agency a lot more, that I would have to take a look at trades more than I have with any other team. I'd have the opportunity to build any single team that I wanted and make a team that fit me best. So that would be kind of cool with the Mets. So, there's the 4 teams. We've got the Braves, the Cubs, the Cardinals, and the Mets. So, suspenseful drum roll, please. The team I'm going to be going with is the Chicago Cubs. Now, the Chicago Cubs have a long history, and going back to me thinking of baseball more than any other team, I would like to see one particular team win a World Series pretty frequently, but not every single year. I think the Commissioner's Trophy should be spread out to a number of different teams over a period of time, and everybody gets an opportunity at least to win the World Series. Since the Chicago Cubs haven't done it since 1908, there are people who are walking on this earth who have never seen the Chicago Cubs in the World Series, and even fewer people have heard the Chicago Cubs have won the World Series. So that's definitely something that really weighed heavily with me. Plus, you got Harry Carey and Cubs win, Cubs win. That's pretty sweet too. So, to sum it all up, Chicago Cubs, MLB 2K11, franchise mode. Remember though, I'm going to be doing other things in the game too besides franchise mode, like my player mode, and I'm going to be doing the viewer requests. So keep sending those in to me, and I will keep doing them. I'm actually keeping a list of the games, and I try to do them as frequently as I can. If I get behind or I don't do your game, I apologize. I see that I'm getting more and more every single day, and there are more and more that I'm not going to be able to do. But keep them coming. You never know. Yours might be in there. So stay tuned. This is not an announcement saying that this is going to be a Cubs-only channel. So we're going to have some fun. It's baseball, for heaven's sake. It's going to be sweet. Baseball's awesome. With that being said, the one other thing that I wanted to tell you guys is I appreciate all the views that you guys have and everything that you guys have done so far. I've met some really cool people, been able to play games with some awesome people, and I've really been able to develop myself here with the YouTube channel as well. So let's keep it going strong for MLB 2K11. Let's have some fun. I appreciate everything you guys do and all the loyalty that you guys have had towards me. It has been absolutely awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this excites you as much as it does for me. I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a good one.